Okay guys, welcome back to another amazing video. In this particular video, I just want to discuss with you certain factors that you must consider when you are starting a local chicken farm, because this is something most people think local chicken farming is easy. So they just get the birds and then begin to raise the birds. Along the way, they will encounter some challenges and then they will give up. This has been a routine. And then if you see most video online, they are talking about why local chicken is not the best breed to raise. But in this particular video, I just want to discuss certain factors with you which you have to consider before you get involved into local chicken farming. I mean, local chicken farming is very profitable. Those of you that may be new to the channel, you can go and watch previous videos that I did about the number of eggs I'm getting from these particular hens and then how I'm able to make money from these local chickens. The fact is that you can be profitable and make money in local chicken, because why? There's no competition whenever it comes to local chicken. Okay, there's no competition. You will not see any big or any commercial farm with pure local chickens. However, currently before we are having such farms, so there's no competition whenever it comes to local chickens. Okay, so it's a venture which you can make money from, and you cannot look down on that particular fact. Okay, so if you are new, subscribe if you actually want to learn about local chickens, and then make sure to join the Telegram channel. If you have any question regarding how to raise local chickens, then this is the right channel for you. And then most people in the group, in the Telegram channel, will assist you whenever it comes to raising this particular birds. So without wasting any much of your time, let's proceed into this particular video. Now, the first thing you have to consider whenever it comes to raising local chicken is the feed. You know, local chickens, they are also birds that you are raising, and this is a business. You must make sure that all your expenses are being taken care of. And then the first expenditure, which is the most expenditure you are going to incur whenever it comes to raising local chickens, is the feed. The fact is that local chickens don't consume as much as the commercial layers and then the broilers. So if you are quitting raising local chickens because of feed, then you did not do your homeworks well. So before you venture into local chicken farming, the first thing you have to consider is the feed. Now, how do I start? You know, as for me, I will get at least 8 weeks of feed down for the birds, for the number of birds that I'm going to raise. You know, here, if I'm starting with 10 local chickens or 10 local hens with a rooster, I always give them 800 grams of feed per day. Okay, so I'll get at least 8 weeks of feed for the birds, which is 2 months. That is how I normally do it. Now, if they begin to lay eggs, I increase the feed intake to at least 1 kg per day. Okay, so you must understand that whenever it comes to raising local chickens, you must make provisions for their feeding, because it's a business. Okay, the birds must feed before they will be able to produce for you, and then you'll be selling to be making the money. Okay, the next thing you have to consider is most people think local chickens don't grow faster, and based on my experience, you may be partially true. Because why I said you may be partially true is local chickens can equally start laying at the age of 5 months, which is 17, 18, 20 weeks. The same thing applies to commercial layers. They can also start laying at the age of 17 weeks, 18 weeks, 19 weeks, 20 weeks, depending on how you've taken care of them. And then some people are saying that local chickens will be ready for meat when they reach the age of 6 months. That is total fallacy. Here in my country, you can even begin to sell local chickens at the age of 3 months. Okay, that is 12 weeks, 14 weeks, 15 weeks, they are ready for meat. Okay, so local chickens can equally give you meat and egg. So you must be specific about what you are doing in your farm. If you are going in for eggs, then you must be ready to invest into certain things that will make the birds grow faster, develop faster. Okay, you have to be supplementing the birds. You have to be giving the birds greens. There are certain things you have to do to the birds. Okay, you have to make sure that the feed you are giving to the birds is enough so that they can equally grow faster. Before these exotic breeds we are raising, the commercial layers, the broilers, the noilers, the crellers, before they can also grow faster, they need the right quantity of feed with the right nutrients. Okay, so if you also want to venture into local chicken farming, you must make provisions for all these things. You must be supplementing the birds regularly if you want them to grow faster. Okay, if I showed you one bird in this particular house, that black bird there is a bird that I've raised in this house from a day old till this point, and then that bird has begun to lay at the age of 4 months and 2 weeks. Okay, so it depends on how you are taking care of the birds. So the fact is that local chickens can also grow faster depending on how you are taking care of them. And then you must remember that you must be specific about what you are going to do in your farm. Are you raising the birds for meat or you are raising them for eggs? There are certain things you have to put in place if you are raising them for meat and if you are also raising them for eggs. Okay, so it depends on how you are taking care of the birds. That will determine their growth rate. Now, the next thing which you must consider is a factor you must consider before you venture into local chicken is local chickens. Most of the time we say they are disease resistant, and that is a fact. They resist disease more than the exotic breeds. But you have to get this clear that that does not mean that they don't fall sick. When there is an outbreak, it can completely wipe out your whole farm. So you must make provisions for vaccination, medication, and then consistent supplementing of these birds. They can resist diseases, but if their immune system is down, they cannot resist diseases. Okay, so you must be aware of this, and then you must make provisions for the medications and then the vaccination and then the supplements. These ones I gave them pawpaw leaf extract yesterday. Why? To clean the immune system, to deworm them. Okay, after 2 weeks I'm going to give them garlic ginger extract to help boost their immune system and then boost their feed intake, thereby making the birds to be healthy enough to be able to withstand diseases. Okay, so that is something you have to consider. The next factor is you as a farmer, you can start from a small scale. Why? Because these local chickens, among them here you can see that I have a guy up there. There's a rooster there which is mating these guys. Why I have the rooster mating these guys is because I want fertile eggs. Fertile eggs means I can equally hatch those eggs to get day-old chicks. So even though I have only 10 hens, I can breed these hens into 100 birds, 200 birds, 300 birds, 500 birds from these 10 hens. It is doable. It is possible, because if one of these birds is giving me 20 eggs in a month, so in a month I'm getting like 200 eggs from these 10 hens. And then if I hatch the 200 eggs, I may have a hatching rate of 90%, and then I'm getting like 180 chicks, day-old chicks from these guys within 2 months. Okay, they've started laying already. And then each day, a day before yesterday, I picked 6 eggs. Yesterday I picked 5 eggs, and then with time their laying rate increases depending on how I'm feeding them, I'm supplementing them. So you can grow your farm from a small point. Okay, that means you can start from a small scale with the little you have, and then as you are progressing, you'll be increasing the number of birds in your farm by hatching the eggs. Okay, you just need a rooster among the hens to be mating the hens so that you have fertilized eggs which you'll be hatching. Okay, you don't need to invest into day-old chicks, but also you can equally get day-old chicks from farms that are hatching the local chickens, and then their prices is not as high as compared to the exotic ones. So it's a fact that the little you have, you can start with that little amount of money you have and grow over time. Okay, so it's actually simple to start but not easy to do. You have to get this at the back of your mind. And then the next factor I want you to consider is, most people say whenever it comes to laying eggs, they have limitation to the number of eggs they lay per year, and they may be partially right, because that also boils down to how you are taking care of the birds. Okay, these birds, they will perform if you take good care of them. Guys, the fact is that these birds will perform if you take good care of them. So if you are raising local chicken for eggs, you must understand that they may not be giving you high laying rate as compared to the commercial layers, because commercial layers are built to lay eggs, but these ones, they lay eggs and then they hatch their own eggs. So they have some limitations whenever it comes to laying eggs and hatching eggs. When they become broody, they don't lay eggs. Okay, so the time they become broody, they will not be laying eggs within that time frame. So you have to make provisions for them in that time frame, because they will still be taking feed within that time frame. But you have to know that local chickens can give you a laying rate up to 80%, up to 80%, depending on how you've taken care of them. And then you must understand that the price of one egg is twice that of the commercial layers. Even though they may not be giving you that high laying rate as compared to the commercial layers, you must understand that you are going to make more money in local chickens than in the commercial layers. Why? Because they will give you at least 50, 60, 70% laying rate, and then the cost of their eggs is high, or it's like twice that of the commercial layers. And also, they don't consume as much as the commercial layers. So if you are raising local chickens for eggs, their laying rate should not be a challenge to you. You just need to invest your time and learn how to take good care of these birds, and then they are going to give you that 50, 60, 70% laying rate, and then you make your money. Okay, so guys, this is what I would like to share with you in this particular video, that if you are venturing into local chickens and then you are watching one of these videos online and then you are demotivated, I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to support you in raising local chickens. I will always continue to say this: there is a purpose why we have these breeds of bird. Okay, the local chicken, there is a purpose for them. Their eggs, I don't want to speak on that in this particular video. I'll keep it and then I'll release it in another video. The importance of their eggs and then their meat. Okay, so guys, don't get demotivated. If you are into local chicken farming, that is a plus to you. There's a way to do it, and then you just need to invest your time into how to do it and do it well. I hope you enjoyed this time with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and then I'll catch you up in another one like this.